this is Charlie, and I'm coming to you today with your daily dose of business inspiration. Topic number 227, the power of focus. No, I'm not going to just go through it. Sorry, I'm a bit sweaty. Can you tell I'm a bit sweaty? It's a little warm in here. Sorry. No, I'm not going to go through and just talk about focus again because we've done that. And I'm sure if you've been following my podcast for a while now, you know I've done that a couple of times. But focus is very important for business owners. It's very important for everything we do. And we need to learn to focus, particularly for those of us that have problems focusing at times. And I wanted to go through a particular strategy, one that I went and looked up and thought, this looks interesting to talk about. It's not something that I do a lot. I have done it though, and I understand the benefit of it. So let's get in and cut straight through the noise to it. It's called a single task day strategy. Now, I can already hear the screams and the, oh, Charlie, that's just not going to work. That's not how our jobs go. No, it's not. It's not how our businesses go. Certainly not how my business goes. I record my podcast. I answer problems. I help my team out. I provide advice to people. I have people come up and talk to me about the fact that their phones aren't working and how can we make our phones work, Charlie, every day. I understand that a single task day sounds ridiculous. However, I have done it. I have absolutely done it. I am very grateful that I have a team and I have people around me who can help me do it. And it is amazing when it happens. So what is a single task day? It involves dedicating, as the name suggests, an entire day to just one important project or task. Instead of juggling that myriad of responsibilities or switching between different tasks, we focus exclusively on that one thing and give it our undivided attention. It allows us to dive deep into the complex problems that we're presented with. We can hopefully make significant progress and achieve a level of focus that is often impossible when multitasking. Now, I have to do this when I am writing code. I cannot, no matter how much I try, write code and be answering problems and have to switch. I can't do it because I forget what I was doing. I forget what problem I was trying to solve. I forget, I was looking up something. What was I looking up? And my progress is so much slower, and I actually get really discouraged, and that piece of code tends to languish until I go, you know what, I'm just going to go and work on that piece of code and block out an entire day or a couple of days to go and do it. In fact, I have a personal project at the moment, and 2 days a week, Saturday and Sunday, I block out most of those days just to work on that personal project. That's mine. That's for me at the moment, and I'm absolutely loving it. Why does it work? Well, it works because focusing on a single task, we enter into that state of deep work. We can think more clearly, solve problems creatively, and produce higher quality results. We eliminate that decision fatigue. Because we are constantly switching tasks, normally it drains our mental and our emotional energy. When we decide to focus on just one thing and put our energy into one thing, this is what I just said, we put our energy into one thing, we are freeing up those cognitive resources, our brain resources, to focus entirely on the task at hand. We can also make meaningful progress. I know I've said that and I've explained that with my coding. Business planning. When I'm writing business plans, when I'm trying to build a website and get a website out, I will often just say to someone, I don't want any phone calls. I'll say to Gail, I don't want any phone calls. If the team are asking questions, I need you just to cover them and tell them that I will get back to them as soon as I can, but I need to focus on this job and get it done. And I make meaningful progress. So at the end of the day, it's not just the fact that I've made the progress, it's the fact that I feel so good because I've made the progress. So how do we do it? What do we do? How do we do it? How does this all work? The first thing is you need to choose the right task. It's no use saying, I'm going to spend all day organizing my sock drawer, for example, and I'm being absolutely ridiculous. But I think that's something that we can all relate to, is sometimes we just want to block out a day to organize our sock drawer or pair our socks because, oh my goodness, have you got that big basket? Yeah, okay. Choose the right task. It has to be a high impact task that requires deep focus and will move the needle significantly in your business. It could be strategic planning. It could be writing a proposal. It could be developing a new product idea. I've given you a couple already as I went through this. First of all, my coding projects, when I need to write a piece of code so that we can get a job implemented. That's definitely a needle moving exercise for me. Writing my proposals, when I've got to get my sales proposals out the door, I can take a day and do 2 or 3 of those proposals and get those out the door. Writing my business plan. Absolutely. When you're writing your business plan, take time out to write your business plan and get your planning in order. It's really important. What else could it be? We're coming up to we are at the end of tax time for most of us, and some of our books might not be in order, and we need to get our books in order so that we can get our taxes in. For some of us, that means we're actually going to get money back from our government, our money back from our government, because we've given them an interest-free loan, but we're going to get money back, and getting that tax return in means that money comes back to us sooner. Again, it moves the needle for us. So make sure you're choosing the right task. It's not just we've got to go and pair the socks. It's got to be something that is impactful to your business. Clear your schedule. Block out an entire day on your schedule. Let your team, your clients, your friends, your family know that you're going to be unavailable except for utter emergencies. This is going to help with the lack of interruptions that occur, and it's going to set the expectation that you're dedicating this time to this important piece of work. It's also going to tell your team that this is an important piece of work. Prepare ahead. Gather everything you need the day before. Make sure you've got your documents. Make sure you've got your tools. Make sure you've got all the research you need. If you're working from home, make sure you've got tea, coffee, milk, you've got your food ready. You don't have to go out and buy food. You're not going to interrupt your day by having to go out and get something from the shops because, I forgot to get it and I'm hungry now. Make sure that you've got everything you need so that you can dive into the work without needing to stop and search for materials. Second lastly, I don't know. Penultimately, immerse yourself. On the day itself, eliminate all of those distractions. Turn off notifications, put do not disturb on your phone, avoid checking your email. Don't even log into your email. Don't log into your communications tools. Put yourself on do not disturb on everything. Commit to working on the chosen task from start to finish. This is a commitment you're making not only to your business, but to yourself. This is something that you're promising yourself you are going to do. Honor that promise to yourself. At the end of the day, the last thing that you should do is reflect and adjust. Reflect on what you've just accomplished. Go through and look at it, and then make sure that you self-own it, that you celebrate what you've accomplished. If it says here, if it was effective, consider making single task days a regular part of your schedule. I would say to begin with, you do one single task day, maybe a month, maybe every 3 weeks, but do one every 2 or 3, do one every 3 to 4 weeks and see how it goes. The first one may not be a great success for you. I want you to see if you can improve on them as you go forward. Now, if they don't end up being useful to you, then don't do them. But I think you'll find they will be, because I know how much I make, how much I get done, not make, but how much I get done. And that sense of accomplishment and achievement that I get at the end of those days going, look what I did. I've got to this. With my coding projects, and I know I'm just sort of going on here, but with my coding projects, I can actually get to a point, I'm like, okay, I've got this far. I'm half an hour early, but I've got to a point where I can stop. It's working. I know where it is. I've got all my documentation done. I can stop. I can put it to the side. And when I come back, I know exactly where I am and where I'm going to pick up from. So I'm not sort of leaving something half done. It's really, like, to me, it's amazing. Just the achievement that I get out of it. How does this help you? Well, it helps you break out of that frantic multitasking mode that many business owners fall into. It allows you to make meaningful progress on critical tasks without that constant pull of everyone else and other things trying to take that energy from you. I actually think a single task day is a wonderful thing. And if you're finding that doing a whole day is a little too much, consider a half day. Consider blocking out half a day just to go and work on something. One thing. Promise yourself you're going to work on that one thing and that one thing only, and then catch up on the rest of the day after that time. I think you'll be surprised. I would love to know whether you're going to try that. I would love to know what the results are. I would love to know if you're already implementing that type of strategy in your own planning and in your own management. Let me know what you think. There's something here I've said that you've got, "Oh, it's just not going to work." How can you say that? I'd love to know. Leave some comments. Wherever you're watching or listening to this, leave some comments. I will respond to them, I promise. You can always come across to Locals, askcharlielatham.locals.com, and join the conversations there. Please, guys, remember, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell. I drop this content at 8 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time every day of the week. If you are as busy as I am, you may forget to go and listen to it. Whereas if you ring that notification bell, it will ping up on your phone. You can hit play and listen to me rabbit on wherever you are and doing whatever you're doing. All right. I will talk to you all tomorrow. It will be topic number. What will the topic number be? 228. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to talk about because I've got some things come up after listening to a whole heap of other podcasts that I might want to address outside of the series I've got going here. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.